morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Back to Basics, episode 16, question and answer session. Today I'm here with my colleagues, Geoffrey Kubwa, who has been doing some great sessions on the course of the last episode of Crossover, where he performed on the golf course, and we got a good number of feedback from you people, and we are grateful. Also with us today is assistant pro Franklin Matillo. Matillo is also one of us. So today we are basically here to have a one-on-one interaction to basically get to help you where you have issues with your game, and we'll try to sort you out as much as possible. But to start with, we are going to be doing fairway bunker shots. I know a lot of golfers have issues when it comes to fairway bunker shots, where they can't, they don't know how to set up for long bunker shots and which club to use and how far to play. So please feel free to ask any questions regarding fairway bunker shots and any other question that you think you'd want to ask us so that we help you. So feel free to interact, feel free to engage, and I hope you stay tuned, enjoy the session. And for the time being, we're going to start with Geoffrey Kubwa, who will be showing us how to play fairway bunker shots. So Kubwa, please take us through.
Thanks, our resident pro. So as our resident pro said, today we'll be doing long bunker shots, which we call fairway shots. There are some key areas to tackle when you're hitting this kind of a shot. First thing you do, you have to know what distance you want to hit. That's very important. So for example, I'm going to demonstrate here. I'll assume I have 190 yards to hit, so I'll use my 6-iron to hit a long bunker shot. So there are some key areas you need to note when you are doing this kind of a shot. First thing you do, you have to make your stance aligned to where you want to hit your ball, just like any other golf shot. Our resident pro tackled on basics, alignment, grip and stuff. So first thing you do when you have this kind of a shot, first thing you do, you have to dip your feet into the sand, just to get stability. Yeah? And this is a very key area, because you don't want to stand on the sand like this, because while hitting the ball you might slip, and this will affect your shot. So you want to have a solid basement. So you'll dig your feet into the sand. Okay, yeah. You just capture that. Okay. Another thing you'll do, while you've dug your feet into the sand, you'll try and choke this club a bit like this, just to compensate for that small distance. Okay, because if you grip normal like this, the chances of this club hitting the sand before the ball are so high. And that is one thing you don't want to do when you're hitting a long bunker shot. Yeah, you want to hit the ball first and then the sand later. Because if you hit the sand first before the ball, you're going to have a very small distance. It will be like a heavy shot, so you won't get the distance you want. Just it's the opposite of now hitting the green bunker shots. Okay, where you need to hit the sand then the ball. Now this one you do the opposite. You have to try as much as you can hit the ball and the sand later. So I'm going to demonstrate before I hand it over to Nelson. So as you said, this is a normal grip. Okay, you'll have to just choke a bit, yeah, so that you can have a clean shot, because you don't want to hit the sand. Okay, so we'll dip there. Okay, I'll trim a target. Try as much as I can to hit the ball before the sand. So those are the areas you really need to do when you are doing a long bunker shots. I'll hand it over to Nelson to add on something. Nelson, please.
Yeah, thank you. So any questions so far from our viewers? Please, if you have any questions, drop them there. We'll be able to respond. But just to echo what my colleague has said here, the key points that you must do for those long bunker shots. One, you said get your feet grounded in a little bit, all right? 2, try to make sure you have the right grip, okay? And 3, you want to catch the ball fast before the sand, so that you're able to get the right distance to your target. So I'll try to replicate the same. Okay, so you said you dig in, all right? Then you don't want to be catching the sand. You don't want to be catching the sand before the ball, because if you do that, then you only get it out, what, maybe a quarter way or halfway. So you want to feel that you dug in your feet inside there, and then you catch the ball fast. So the swing is the same. The only difference he's talked about is the setup. You know, get your feet dug in a bit, catch the ball fast before the sand, and you just do your normal swing. So other than that, maybe any questions that you have?
Okay, we have one from Dan Golf. Do you think about keeping the lower body stable since stance is more unstable?
That's a very good question, Dan. Is it Dan? Digo. Yeah. So when you're doing these long bunker shots, it's very, very important that your body is more stable, because when the body is stable, then you're able to get a proper contact. But when your body is moving on the backswing and forward swing, then you'll be able to, you know, you'll be a bit inconsistent with the ball strike. So good question there, D. Remember, keep your body steady, dig in your feet. The reason for actually digging in your feet is to get the stability, so that when you're swinging the club, the body is stable, you're just rotating within your spine, and you'll be able to catch the ball fast. Any other question?
Okay, it's Duncan from Golf Academy.
Okay. Thank you, thank you. Maybe try to square sandwich. Come along. Any other questions? All right. So I'll invite my colleague here, Franklin Matillo, to talk about, you know, 40-yard bunker shot. How do you play a 40-yard bunker shot? That is the one that gives people a lot of problems. So maybe Frank can help us.
Okay, one before you go.
Yeah.
You have one from Mukora.
Yes.
She's asking, how do you minimize back injury?
How do you minimize back injury?
Yes.
One, again, it's very, very important.
When swinging, that is.
You see, when you're swinging, good question, Mukora. When you're swinging, to avoid back injury, you just make sure that don't be too stiff. Don't allow your swing to be too stiff. No, you have to let the swing flow. That's why you see the right foot going this way, because you don't want to be swinging this way. You swing this way, then you start to get lower back. So you have to make sure to avoid injuries, you complete your swing all the way. Thank you, Mukora, for that question. All right. Any questions?
One from Dan Golf still is asking, what about golf position, the ball position?
The ball position, depending on the club. I think my colleague here can also talk about the ball position.
Yeah. Let me answer that question. That question came from who, once again?
Dan Golf.
Dan Golf.
Dan Golf, that's a very good question, Dan Golf. So talking of ball position, what you can do, because you want to hit the ball before the sun, what you can actually do, instead of playing the ball left of the middle, you can maybe try and play the ball a bit more towards the middle, so that you get that compression right, so that you get the ball before the sun. So I think I've answered your question, and that was a very good question. So you can try and play the ball more towards the middle, just to avoid hitting the ball on the upper swing, because long bunker shots don't hit the ball with the bunker swing, because they want to lean at the impact. So your ball position can bring it more towards the middle rather than left of the middle.
I have a question, by the way.
Yes.
Now, if I have, let's say, 250 yards bunker shot,
Yes.
is it okay to use a 5-wood or a rescue or a 3-wood?
Yes, it is very much possible, depending on how your lie is and how close are you to to the edge of the bunker, it will only be unwise to hit a 5-wood in a place like this, whereby the lip of the bunker is too close to you, because you want to hit a ball with a more uplifted club. Of course, it won't be a good idea to hit a rescue or a 5-wood. But if the lip is so far from me, let's say I'm here, and my ball is here, and the lie is good, there's nothing preventing me from hitting a 5-wood or a rescue. So I'll just demonstrate this so that you get it right. Okay? So I'll just do the same thing as I did with the iron. Dip my feet in to gain stability. Okay, chop my grip, just as I said. Okay, just address the ball and just doing the same with good timing. Oops, didn't get that one right. I'll do another one.
So ball positioning,
Yes.
where do you set up the ball?
Now with the rescue of the 5-wood, you'll have to set up your ball a bit left of the middle, because you know, woods you hit the ball more with the upper swing, unlike the irons where we hit the ball in the downswing.
I'm
So
sure
just-
a lot of you members are wondering, you know, how do you play a rescue or a 5-wood from the bunker? That's why we're here today to help you with my colleagues here, how to gain confidence from the bunker with a wood. Sometimes, especially our course here at Mutaiga, we have several holes which have long bunker shots where you can actually use your rescue or a 5-wood, given that you have a good lie. So that's why we have Kubwa here to help us how to play a rescue or a 5-wood from the bunker.
Okay, let me demonstrate this. Just as I said, same basics, the ball more towards left of the middle. Now this middle, just left of the middle, and not in line with your left foot, but just left of the middle. So I'll go there, I'll dip. Eyes on the ball. Now I'll throw my shot that way. Yeah, just as I said, it will only be unwise to hit a 5-wood or a rescue when you're too close to the lip. Yeah, but if you have enough room to hit a 5-wood or a rescue and the lie is good, there's nothing preventing you from hitting a wood.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sana.
I think key points to note is that yes, a 5-wood or a rescue is doable from the bunker, but you must consider how is the lie, number one, how far are you from the lip, make sure that you are a bit a distance from the edge so that the ball can get that trajectory. By the time it's coming up, it's already out of the bunker. So one lie, two, the distance from the edge. Good, thank you, Kubwa.
Thank you very much.
So Frank is here to show us how to play a 40-50 yard bunker shot where a lot of golfers struggle with, especially that distance. And our colleague here will take us through. So this is Franklin Matillo, our colleague, and a member of Mutaiga as well. So please, take us through.
Okay, my name is Frank Matillo. I'll show you how to hit a 40 yards distance. The way, as my colleagues have said, remember, you dig in, then no wrist movement. It should be just straight, then you walk through. The other thing, don't go too much. Just try and hit it clean. So try and hit this shot. Remember, eyes on the ball. Dig in, body steady, then hit it clean. Remember, important thing is eyes on the ball. Then no wrist movement.
So
you get it a straight shot.
Frank, I think we have a few questions. When you have that bunker, 40 yard, 50 yard bunker shot, where do you position the ball? How is your weight positioning? Do you grip it full? Do you grip it half? Do you take a full backswing or do you take a half backswing? What is the best way to go about it?
Now for 40 yards, you just hold it,
We chalk it down.
choke it down. Then backswing should be short backswing. Or the distance is just short. So it should be short backswing,
Yes.
then no follow through.
Oh.
But make sure you hit it clean. Don't hit it too much.
So the key thing is to look at the ball,
Look at the ball.
halfway back,
Yeah.
yeah, and get the ball clean.
Get it
So
clean.
do you finish the full swing or you also finish halfway through?
Halfway.
So it's half to half.
Halfway.
Okay. So I think for those who had issues with the 40-yard bunker shots, Frank has talked about several things. One, digging in your feet as well for stability. Two, half backswing. Three, keeping your eyes on the ball and try to get the shot clean. Unlike the side bunker shots, where or the green side bunkers, you want to get almost an inch or 2 inches behind the ball. So as you realize, between the 40-yard shot and the 150, 200-yard shot that Kubwa played, the shots came out more clean. So if you have any issues, we are always on site here. We can always help you. And we have one of our students here, Fred. Please come and show us what you've learned so far. This is Fred Miruri, by the way, 6 weeks into the game, and he's got a very good potential. So Fred, come and show us.
Okay.
Yeah.
One question before you go.
Yeah.
We have one from Duncan.
Yes.
He's asking, do you keep your weight forward?
For which shot, Duncan? All right.
Specific.
So maybe, Frank, I think that is the question. Where do you keep your weight? As I was asking, where do you position your weight?
The only thing you do, you keep your weight on your left leg. Should be 70, then 30.
Okay. This one for 70, 30?
To get the stability, to make sure you are.
So you lean more to the left,
To the left.
so that you catch the ball
Cut
clean.
the ball clean
Yeah.
and straight.
So Duncan, I think your question has been answered in terms of where to place the weights. As my colleague here, Frank, has said, you position 70% weight on your left and 30% on your right. This will help you to catch the ball fast and then the sand, and not the other way around. Okay? Any other questions, Martin?
Very good.
Okay. And by the way, thank you, our team here, for doing a good job. We appreciate. So Fred, come and show us what you've learned in these fairway bunker shots. Explain to our friend here. So you're on over there. So what have you learned so far, Fred? What are some of the things that you've learned in terms of playing a full bunker shot?
I've learned that you need to get the right positioning.
Yeah,
You
very
need
good.
you need to keep your body straight.
Yeah,
No movement.
very good.
Too much movement will cause some problems of hitting the ball.
Yes,
And you need to grip it nicely.
very good.
Bend your knees a bit.
Yeah,
Make sure the distance between yourself and the ball is perfect for you to hit the ball.
very good, very good. Okay, go for it.
It's a good try.
Yeah, good try. Let's try
try.
one more.
One more.
Try one more. There you go. Well done. All right. So, as you can see here, Fred is only six weeks into the game, and he's already learning a lot from this group here. So, it's never too late for anyone to start. Whether you're 5-year-old or 65 or 85, you can always learn this game. Education is a lifelong knowledge that never expires. So at whatever age you are, you can always come to Muthaiga. We will help you. We have these guys on sites, and we'll keep helping you as much as we can. So yeah, anything else, guys?
Yes, let me.
Any
add on,
questions, by the way? Any questions?
Just a comment from Duncan.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Love that sound. Good contact. Best game ever.
Well done, well done.
Thank you
Deep.
very much.
Thank you, Deep, for staying tuned.
Just something to add on what we've been doing about the long bunker shots. Let me tackle something about a bit of management as I was doing. As I was saying, it should be very unwise to hit a golf ball next to the lip with a fairway wood or a long iron. Yeah. So sometimes it is wise if you have a long shot, let's say 200 yards, and you are too close to the lip. It's also wise just take a club that is more uplofted. maybe instead of using a 5-iron that will give you 200 yards, maybe use a 8-iron, because the chances of hitting this ball with a 5-iron over this lip are so low. So you have to be a bit wise, yeah, and use a club that is more uplifted. A club that is more uplifted. For instance, I'll use a 8-iron. Let me just have 8-iron there. Now, what 8-iron will do, it will give you a distance, let's say 160, 165. It will leave you with 40 yards, and now that's when you try and score from 40 yards. Instead of trying to hit 200 yards when you're too close to the lip like this one. So always remember, use a club that has got more loft, and not a club that is I mean a big club. Yeah. So for instance, I have 200 yards to the green, and my ball is next to the lip here. I'll not use a 5-iron. I'll use my 8-iron to give me around 160 yards. And then from there, I'll try to score from that position. Same basics. Club chopped a bit. Okay. Dip your feet into the ground. Okay. Wait a bit in front, as Frank mentioned here. Okay. Good timing. Eyes on the ball. Then you go. Solid. Hit your ball. That will give me 160, 165 yards. Then I'll try to score from that one. Okay, so be wise when you're making decisions when you're in fairway bunkers. Just see the location where your ball is. If you're too close to the lip, if you're middle, as you do that. So I'll pass it to Nelson to add something on that.
Thank you very much, Kuba. That was very insightful, very good. Now we're going to show you how to come out from the green side bunker. Yeah, we have the holes here. So I'm going to do the split. I will do the normal lie. He will do the plugged lie. Then Kuba, you'll do the one next to the edge there at the green side bunker. Okay, so you go to that hole over there. So maybe you can come from here like you. By the way, thank you guys, Martin and Edwin. You're doing a good job, man. Keep it up. All right. So this is a normal bunker play. Going to the pin there, I have about 15 feet to play with. So the club choice is very, very important. I'm going to be using a 60-degree lob wedge, or 60 lob wedge, same name, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So your ball has ended up here from a per 5-second shot or third shot, whatever it is. So key thing here again, stability is very, very important. Make sure that you feel like you're sitting a bit down. The weight distribution should be about 50-50 because you have enough room to play with. Okay, and unlike the full shot where colleagues talked about catching the ball clean, here you start 2 inches behind the ball. The swing will almost feel like almost a half swing, or rather a full swing, just depending on how comfortable you are. Starting 2 inches behind and releasing the club to go up. So 2 inches behind the ball, and I concentrate with that. As I come down, the club will enter into the sand sliding this way, and the ball will pop up. So let's see if I can. Okay, grip pressure is very light. Open the club face. Then keep your body steady. Very good. Now I'll hand over to Frank. Frank will show us how to play plugged lies, and Kuba will show us how to play from the edge of the bunker.
One comment from Greg.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy.
Okay, now you can imagine now you've now played par 3, and now you have missed the green. Remember, your ball will be plugged because the ball went high. So once it lands on the sand, it will plug. So the only thing you need to do here, remember, you close the club face now. You don't open it. Just close it, then hit the sand. Remember to hit behind the sand. If you open it, you can't get a nice shot. The ball won't come out. So remember, close the club face, then just hit behind the sand. You get a good shot.
Okay, good shot, Frank. So guys, remember guys, just one more thing. Remember what Attila said, Frank. When the ball is plugged live, close the face, hand into the sand, the ball will pop up and it'll come out nicely. So, any more questions, please post them there. The next one is a shot from the edge of the bunker. So we'll be taking us through on how to come out from that kind of a bunker. Alright, any question?
From Greg Snow, well out. Then we are from KMR 2324.
Yes.
He's saying, hey pros, hope to see you in November, Ketan.
Oh, thank you,
you very
Ketan.
much,
Thank you, Ketan. Watching from the UK, we appreciate for staying tuned in, and we miss you, by the way, waiting for you here. Make sure you come with some pounds.
Good. So I'll be demonstrating how to come out of the bunker when your ball is just close to the lip. There. So club selection is very important. So when you have this kind of a shot, of course you play with a club that is more uplofted. So for instance, I'll use a 60-degree club. Okay. So the most important thing to note that actually we find it difficult with most amateurs. When they come to hit this kind of a shot, they come and hit and they forget to follow through, so they end up hitting the lip and the ball keeps on coming up, coming back to the bunker. When you have this kind of a shot, first thing you do, dip in your feet, play the ball more towards your left leg, because you want to hit this ball more upwards. Okay? Open the club, and as you hit the ball, yeah, try to follow through. Okay? Try to make sure the club goes through. So here we go. I'll go there. Just make sure that club goes through. Most amateurs actually, they are afraid of hitting the ball. They think they'll hit, then the ball will come. The ball will hit the lip and come back. Just try to make sure the club goes through the sand. Thank you, Nelson.
Sami Temere saying thank you, helpful tips.
Thank you so much, Chairman, for staying tuned and always being there. You are one of the most active viewers we have, and we are very grateful for that. I just want to thank each one of you for your time. Unless there are any questions.
Yes. Now, one, in case the ball is in the bunker, but your feet are not in the bunker, how do you play it?
In case the ball is in the bunker and your feet. Okay, we'll go to the end there. In the meantime, I hope you guys have enjoyed this session so far. I'm going to show you how to play that shot when your feet are outside of the bunker, but the ball is in the bunker. So I'll show you how to go about that. And that's a very good question, by the way. Any other questions besides that?
One from Ketan is asking, quick question. In the bunkers,
Yes.
are you rotating your shoulders on the backswing and through swing?
Okay, so I'll get back to that question, Ketan. First, I'll start with this one. All right, so we have a scenario here where the ball is in the bunker, but your feet are outside the bunker. That's a very good question. So remember, first thing to do is the height. You're way above the ball. So you have to get yourself almost in a position where you can be able to get closer to the ball. So even if you have to feel like you're sitting down, it's okay, all right? So you bend your knees a lot down, and then the swing will be straight up and straight down. So it'll be a lot of wrist hinging, and then keep the club open so that the ball can pop up. So let's see here.
Well played.
Okay. So make sure that you bend a lot down. Okay. Cock your wrist up and down. So I'll do one more again, just to make sure you get it right. So bend a lot this way. Actually, some people even go this way. Okay. You can bend down and then use the same wrist action to get the ball out. That should be able to work for you. So I'll let Kubwa answer Ketan on whether your shoulders, you should use your shoulders or just the wrist or arms. So I hope you've learned how to come out from the edge of the bunker.
Thank you, Nelson. That is a very good question, Ketan. When you're doing your bunker shots, you use your shoulders. Okay, use your shoulders. The only thing you add on that is you use your shoulder but as well you're going to involve your wrist in it, okay? So of course shoulders, then a bit of wrist, okay? It cannot be shoulder like that, okay? So you'll use your shoulders like that and involve your wrist, okay? So of course you use your shoulders, but as well try to involve your wrist so that the ball comes out with spin and with the right distance. Any other question?
No, and comment from Jay Abiesekera. Interesting and very helpful tips.
All right. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching us today. We appreciate and thank you for your time. I also want to thank my colleagues here, Geoffrey Kubo, also Franklin Matilo. All of us, we are always on site here, so if you have any questions, any queries regarding your game, you can always find here at Muthaiga Golf Club. And we thank you for your time to spend with us this morning. We hope you're staying safe. Remember to always, when you go to public places, keep your mask on. And also stay fit. Try to do a bit of exercise. You know, we must fight this thing together. So keep fit, stay safe, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Till then, see you again.
Thank you. See you next Saturday.